It's not like you could pour hot water on the freaking glass because it'll break. You have to pull that shelf out entirely.
I don't know what to do.
I mean,
I need it.
you want me to pull the shelf out?
No, it's gonna be too much. I need it because I got
take
other
the stuff off the shelf.
I have other stuff that what I'm making tomorrow. I need that for it. I'm making pizza tomorrow morning and I need it. Did you say something?
Yeah, I said I'm gonna get up early and do the dishes and do that.
I don't want to leave it. I don't like leaving it with dishes in the sink because it's gonna bring roaches. Do you see another pack of chicken in there? Do I want some water or should I? So just leave it out like that?
Yeah, just leave it on the counter.
Okay.
And tomorrow, once it's all there, you just put the shelf back in.
Okay. I don't know how to put the shelf back in.
It just sits right on there.
Put the shelf back in tomorrow? What time are you leaving tomorrow? I know.
That's all I do. I pull stuff and wake up at 8. So.
And it's not a super lemon, I like that. Miss Kathy, good evening to you. I was asking about you yesterday. How are you doing? Better days are ahead for you. Better days are definitely ahead for you. Are you in here? Kevin? Oh. I caught you here. What do I gotta do with you? You go to bed, take the sweet up. What do I have to do not to do that in there? I'm gonna put on my laundry or something. You wish you had the energy? Oh, you're gonna get it back. You will. There's one out there waiting for you. I'm sure you're very positive about it. My neighbor, your legs are telling you to go to bed. I have those days. Or your body's telling you can do it, get up. Or your mind is there, but your body's not there. My neighbor used to do dialysis for 8 hours. Like, he went to bed doing dialysis. Like, he used to go into the hospital to get it done for hours at a time. And then eventually I don't know how you do yours, they set up the system at home to where he was receiving treatment at home. He went to sleep on his machine. Oh, I don't like physical therapy. I had to do it when I was pregnant. I didn't care so much for it. It was so hot and humid outside. Oh, okay. That's good. I guess because it's less bacteria. I didn't know that was a matter of choice, where they give you the choice to do the option to do it at home or going to the clinic and get it done. I thought maybe that was just what he had to do. But if you have the option, the choice of doing it at home or in the clinic, I would definitely also choose doing it at home. At least you'll be surrounded by your kids and stuff. Oh, okay. If you're harder, why do we use it? You need to switch it and use your at-home one. Maybe because you're industrial machine. If you don't mind me asking, how many kids do you have? Is this your daughter? They say kids come in handy when you get to a certain age in life. That's when you start to see your value. I mean, not that they don't have value when you're younger, but they do. They really do come in handy when you get older and you luck out and you have some good kids that can come around and care for you. You all like that? The close I got close to my mom. And then you think back at those teenage years. 3 girls. Ooh. Did you ever want a boy or no? Good morning to you, Emperor. Oh my God, it's 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock. I don't like doing dishes in a dirty sink. I have to take everything out because I hate when I wash them and then it goes back into the sink and it's dirty. I take them all out, rinse the sink out, get all the oil out of the sink, and then I do the dishes. Then wash it again. Get all the screws out, all the clumps out of it. It's time to wash. Oh. You wanted son. God gave you all girls, but gave you one that was a tomboy. When I was a kid, I used to be a tomboy. I used to love to dress like a boy. Or what they will call nowadays a lesbian or bisexual. If you dress like a tomboy nowadays, they'll think you're gay or you're bisexual or something, right? Back then, you just dressed like a tomboy and it meant nothing to it. Now you can't do it anymore. So I used to dress like a boy when I was a kid. Because I used to hang around my brother's friends. And most of my friends, I have female friends. But most of my friends were guys. I always wanted to be like one of the guys. But their punches always hurt. They're like, ow. That was how I... Hurtful punches. Hurtful punches. I heard a fall and I thought Maddie might have fallen down. Yeah, I wanted to be like the guys, always dressing like them. My friends would always dress girly girl. Yeah, see? I knew you wanted a boy, but... Oh, he walked away. Sorry, Emperor. I'll tell him to say hi when he comes by. Kevin Emperor says hi. You're greeting you from Nigeria.
What's that?
I say you're being greeted from Nigeria.
What's up?
He says hi. Yeah, I hung out with boys a lot when I was a kid. And then, even when I came here, I used to speak to some of the boys I hung out with growing up. Just, just regular boy, girl, tomboy kind of thing. And then you get a boyfriend, and he said, who is that guy you're talking to? My childhood friend, there's nothing to it. Oh yeah, there's always something to it. So then you stop talking to him, and you decide to just like end the friendship and just say hi or bye if you come across each other in real life. Your daughter definitely took after you then. But I loved it, I love dressing up as a tomboy. And nowadays, everything is labeled. If you dress like that, you just think you're gay or something. Or you want to be a man. Everything is labeled. When I say back in my time, it makes it seem like I'm old. But I'm a 90s baby. And when we used to go clubbing during my time, people still go clubbing now at my age. I just chose not to because of the kids. When I had kids, I chose not to do the clubbing scene so much anymore, or at all. When was the last time I went clubbing? Oh, and I got pregnant for Addie. That was the last time I visited a club. It's been 11 years. But when you would dance and do the dance and then you drop it and dance and you call it drop it, back it. Now it's called twerking. Like, okay. Oh no, I didn't want to ride dirt bike. I didn't want to play ball. I just wanted to hang with the guys and dress like that. And I would always wear my clothes, right? Every time my parents would buy me an outfit, I'll wear my clothes and they'll buy me something that was so very ladylike. I'll put my hands in it and I'll do this. Just always like this. Mine. Now it's strange how I do it. Smack my hand and tell me to put my shirt down and act like a lady. But I just always loved the baggy clothes. It was just like, oh. And then my pants used to be baggy too. I had this pair of jeans that I bought for me one time. It was oversized and I loved it, It's the holiday of Christmas, but now I'm all about the girly stuff. I love the girly stuff. Yeah, you have to wear a dress and stuff. I love wearing pants. My friends would always wear the nice dresses, the short pants like what I'm wearing now. I never cared for it then. But then as I grew older, my style and fashion changed. And I want to wear dresses. But slightly different. Not the type of dresses that... yeah, you're going to bed? You said it's a late morning, right? Yeah. So Stephen can sleep in?
Yeah.
I used to love going to the club and having free drinks. But nowadays I hear that guys don't buy you free drinks anymore because they've wised up. Like, having guys buy you free drinks and not really expect anything. Just be happy to buy you free drinks. Now I heard to get free drinks you have to sleep with someone to get it. to do something in exchange for it. I think one of these days, maybe this year, next year, who knows when, I'll maybe visit a club with Kevin and see what it's like. See if it's still the same vibe. I'll probably be annoyed by the scene. It's now one more of a bar kind of environment. Just go there, sit on a bar stool, have yourself a drink or two, and then leave. Have a nice dinner, listen to music, interact with others in there, more suitable people, and then leave. I didn't know how to dance, but I did the best. What I consider dancing to me, that's what I did. Even to this day, I still don't know how to dance. I do my little thing. Doop, 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 doop. And then I'll be done. You don't drink alcohol. I had a friend who didn't drink. She would go out with us and she would just get a bottle of water. She was always what we would call the DD. Never drank. Alcohol was just not her thing. I'm not a heavy drinker or anything. Hardly ever drink. When I do, it's a wine cooler. Beer, I don't care for beer. Never liked it. Never fancied it. I personally think it's bitter. But they say it's only bitter because cheap to buy it or something. Beer. Smirnoff Ice. Then I had a pink one. Smirnoff had lots of flavors. There's one time when I'm not breastfeeding. I mean, I've had one or two a year. About one since I started breastfeeding. I had about two. One when I traveled and then yeah, I've had two Smirnoff and then one at the barbecue. But one time Kevin went to the beer distributor and he bought me a case of it. A case of Smirnoff variety pack. I believe he had about 24 in it. Right? That thing was at home for almost a year. I opened it and I think I got a two or three out of it. It was still there for almost a year. My late mother woman was so rest in peace. When she would come over, she would say, "You still got that drink?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not much of a drinker," and she would drink it. Or someone would come over to visit and they didn't care much for beer or water and they wanted something wine-like. Kevin would offer some. Oh, you gave it up when your girls were little? Personal choice? Okay, so you used to drink, but you just gave it up. Is it because of your religion, Emperor, or you just choose not to drink? There are people that just don't care for alcohol. My team that helps me with my social media account, I can keep your eyes on it because I can't always have my eyes on all of it. They, one doesn't really drink at all. The other one loves alcohol. One doesn't care for it. Oh boy, that plate. I'm not much of a whiskey kind of person. One shot, I'm like, okay. Two, I'm a little shaky. Three, I'm going. Unless it's Johnny Walker Black Label. That's the only alcohol, the only whiskey that I can drink and not have a crazy hangover. Every other alcohol, if I drink, I'll throw up. And then I wake up in the morning, my whole day will be ruined. I won't be able to do anything. Everything will just be so dizzy in my eyes and the like. Johnny Walker Black Label. So I really stopped if anyone's drinking alcohol and they offer me anything. And whiskey. And if I wanted to drink it just to socialize, it has to be Johnny Walker Black Label. Like, don't care for vodka. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, they watch it closely. Yeah, so you grew up around a lot of people that were drunks and you didn't like it? Or they drank alcohol and you didn't like how they acted? I understand that. My mom drank. I grew up when my mother, she drank, but it never stopped her from doing anything. But she had hers under control. My now estranged father also drank. But then it was more so socializing. They never got violent or anything like that. I mean, the country I was born in, Cameroon, West Africa, still known for drinking. Take everything away from them, but not alcohol. They have a presidential election coming up. Oh, yes, that is good. I understand that. I understand it. They have a presidential election coming up. What should I say? Do you have a re-election for the current sitting president? He's been there for what, 40-something years now. He's gonna get himself re-elected again. I'm not gonna get into politics because it's never a good thing. But one of the candidates came, one of the candidates that was running for re-election, he said if he gets elected as president of Cameroon, he was going to ban alcohol in the country. People were livid. They were like, who is going to elect you? You're not getting anywhere close to that office. The people were not having it. Because to them, I don't know. They love alcohol. It's a culture that alcohol is just, yeah. Oh, because they drink alcohol and you don't? You know, you can still socialize with people without having to drink alcohol. You don't have to socialize with people that drink and you're forced to drink. I'm an occasional drinker, but no one is going to peer pressure me into drinking if I don't want to drink. And I had friends who didn't care for alcohol. Your true friends won't force you to put alcohol down your throat. And we respected, you know, their choice. And never for once forced it or make them feel isolated like they would have to do it in order to feel like they belong in the crowd or something like that. You shouldn't have to do that way. Like they would come out with us and go clubbing with us, and you know, if they have sodas and stuff in the club, they would drink soda. They would drink water. They won't drink alcohol, and that was perfectly okay. No one ever judged them for it. Anyone who makes you feel like you have to drink alcohol just because they drink it or to be around them, I wouldn't really call that a true friend. I'm also call that a bad influence than anything else. Yeah, then, I don't like smoking. I don't like it either. I don't smoke. Have I tried it? I have. Don't care for it. I don't see the fun in it. I don't care for it. I've tried it, it's just not my thing. Believe me, the smoke sometimes gets to me too. I used to be like you, where if I go away people were smoking, I would feel dizzy. Sometimes feel like I'm gonna throw up. Like a pregnant woman. You used to feel that way, Phil. Ah, I am so sorry. I definitely understand that. I'm so sorry that he will beat on you. I know someone was currently facing that as well back in Africa. But they have 4 kids with the guy. More like your husband. They have 4 kids with your husband. And they're afraid to leave. How did you gather the courage to leave? Because one thing to say, just pack up and leave when you're not the one wearing the shoes. But I always think that it's better to leave than to die there.
Oh.
Okay, you were in your early teens, 17, and he was 27. 10 years apart. My mom and my estranged father, he wasn't abusive at all though. From what I know, my mother has never said he was abusive, but she said he was a chronic narcissist. Very, very. He was a narcissist. Yeah, when you have no family, it's really hard. And this individual has no family, they have no one. And people like that tend to take advantage of that. And there's also one lady, she's a rapper, an African rapper. She had 1 kid with him. So he was so abusive, just didn't care, never assisted her with anything. She had no family and he knew she had no family and took advantage of it. At least he tried for the longest. Eventually she packed the bags and she left. And she said she was going to do it by herself. And she said now she's doing well. When you have no family, they know that. They know you have no family. And that's your weak point. And they'll use that on you. But I don't know, man. People who even do that, it's like they have traumas of their own. How could you come home and start pounding on another person's child? Yes, it's your wife, but it's also someone's child. Knowing very well that a man has more power than a woman, muscular-wise. So for every woman who's ever gone through it, I feel for them. And for the one who's currently pregnant right now and receiving all sorts of abuse, I feel for them. But you can never try to be a savior though. When you try, sometimes it just comes back and backfires. My mom tried once when she traveled in 2022 with me to Africa, and we traveled together. We went to a restaurant to eat, seaside. They were having they do barbecue, roasted fish, shrimp, and all that. She saw a pregnant woman who was roasting fish, who was her job was to clean tables, and people would eat and throw their leftovers in the trash. And my mom would see her clean people's tables and leftover food that people didn't finish, right? Instead of her going and scraping it in the trash, she would go to the trash and scrape the bone off and scrape everything and put the food in the bag. So my mom said she just watched her as she did it, and then when she got done, she put the food in her bag, the plastic bag of food that she had scraped off of people's plate in her bag. So my mom followed her. Okay. She followed this woman to the back of the building, and then she said, "Excuse me," the lady stopped. Long story short, they had a long conversation, and she explained how she was in an abused marriage, and she left them, and now she's trying to do things on her own, and they're no longer together. But you know, in Africa, you can get married traditionally without signing court papers, like through the elders and things like that. So my mom spoke with the lady and asked her if they were separated, and she said, yeah, they're no longer together, they're divorced traditionally. Right? Because to get married traditionally, based on depending on the family where you're from, it's not hard. So the guy never really paid so much money. He just like advanced. We can say a bag of rice, for example. He advanced something towards the necessary items that he needed to pay her bride price. You have to pay him, certain fee, things like that, traditional wise to get married to an African woman. Things that the family asks you to pay. So the lady had told my mom that her family refunded it and that she was free, she was single, but then my mom decided that she was going to help her. Okay, the lady said she was tired and she wanted to have an abortion, and that she won't be able to care for the child, and she wanted no parts of it. That she could barely feed. She's cleaning tables and she's being paid pennies to nothing. She can't pay her rent, and she's living in her friend's one-bedroom apartment, which is more like a studio. She has a blanket that she lays on the floor, and that's where she sleeps. Her friend is able to accommodate her. So she was thinking of having an abortion, or when she gives birth to the child, she'll surrender the child to an orphanage. Well, my mother offered to get her a place, and she said she was going to take care of the lady, and told the lady that I would take care of you until you have the baby, and if you still wish to get rid of the baby, I would take the baby. Let me adopt the child and give the child a normal life and give the child a chance at life. Well, my mom got her a phone for once. She never had a phone, so my mom bought her a phone. And when she bought the lady a phone, while she was still in Africa, she got the lady a hotel for 1 week. She stayed in the hotel while my mom looked for accommodation for her. Before my mom was to travel back to the U.S., she got her an apartment, one-bedroom apartment for her, and made sure she had everything she needed. And then my mom got back to the States, following up with the lady, taking care of the lady. To cut things short, she went back to her husband. She went back to her husband, and when she was close to having the baby, she told my mother that she never wanted to give her child away, and she appreciates, everything that my mother has done for her. And if my mother still wanted to help her, she could still help her, but she was not willing to give my mother her child. My mom said, I never wanted your child. You were willing to give up your child to the orphanage. You were going to drop them off at the orphanage. In fact, you wanted to kill the child. You said it was between killing the child or dropping it off at the orphanage. I offered to adopt the child. I offered to give the child a better life. So what finally happened, everything came to play was that the lady used my mother to stabilize herself. She used my mother to get a place. But what she failed to understand is that even though my mom rented a place for her and paid her rent for 1 year, that's only 1 year. What happens after the 1 year rent expires? Where do you go, right? She goes back to her husband, or the father of her unborn child. They get back together and they're living in the apartment that my mom rented. So my mom was like, all right, I wish you the best, and she blocked her. She blocked her and deleted her number and said, I wish you the best. Hope you and your husband are able to take care of your child, and that's it. So before she blocked the lady, actually, the lady sent another message and said, you never had good intentions towards me. All you wanted was just my child. If you really wanted to care for my child, you would still support my child while I had custody of her. She used to support my child while I had custody of the child, right? If you really wanted to help me. Ay, ay, ay. This life is so funny, isn't it? So yeah, such is life. She went back to her abuser because she figured the rent is paid for 1 year and that will be fine. They won't have to pay rent, Everything was taken care of and things like that. But, she had someone who was doing everything. My mom was going to continue sponsoring her child, but until obviously adopted. But never worked out that way. Just never worked out. And it's like, So now she's very careful with things like that, right? She is. She has a good heart. She tries to help people. It's that sometimes she tells me humanity does not deserve good people. She's been bit once too many times. Once too many times. I was like, I also recall a time when someone was to come to the U.S. The diversity visa that the U.S. Does every year. I think it's every year where people are able to apply, and if you're selected, you win. Hello, Miss Janice. And if you win the diversity visa, you'll be able to come to the U.S. on a green card basis, and after some time, you can then apply to become a U.S. citizen. Someone won and had no means of coming because you have to show that you have someone in the U.S. who's going to accommodate you until you're able to get that. You're able to, stand on your own 2 feet. So my mom provides this individual with the dean to her house, financial statements, everything, so they could provide to the U.S. Embassy. She offered them accommodation. They get here. Everything is good. Well, after they got on their feet, long story short, one day they told my mother, you've never done anything for me. She needed help. She needed help with something, and she begged for it. And I was like, nope, you never done anything for me. I did everything by myself. I played, and I was selected. You did nothing for me. I'm like, okay. Oh, I also forgot. You never had money to pay your flight ticket, because you have to also show financially that you can pay your flight ticket to the U.S. from your country of origin, where you played and you won the U.S. green card lottery. You can't pay. And my mom used a credit card to pay for it, but life just always has a way of coming back to torment you people. But she always tells me humanity does not deserve good people. But do you think that stops her from helping? Never stops her from helping. Still does it though. Every time she tell me I'm done. She say I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. And then boom, next thing you know, she did it. But then she'll be done for like a year or 2. And then she says in her next life, she wants to be as cold as you know what. There's a saying that they say that Russians, I work with a Russian, and she said Russians just have this coldness about them. It's just your personality. She said in her next life, she'd like to be a Russian. I wasn't sure like to be a Russian, and I'm like, why? She She said, "Now I don't understand why people are so cold." I'm telling you, man, it's not even funny. I also used to like helping, right? It is where people will make you good hard. And to make your food slice. I got food somewhere. I have food somewhere like pressing or something. Some food slice. Oh, that came out. Don't have to wait that long. Chicken was frozen. Chicken breast. But yeah, oh Lord. Oh, thank you, and I'm only gonna speak tonight. I'm not mopping because I'm tired. I'll wipe the dining room table, but just gonna do more so of sweeping. The floor is clean for the most part. You know what I think, by the way, with the lady? Oh, I like dark meat chicken. But I've gotten used to chicken breast with fruit flies on it. I've gotten used to these garden bugs. I like chicken breast when it's stuffed with things in it, like spinach and things like that. The lady with the baby, I think what she should have rather said to my mom back then was that I would like to keep my child, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it. Or can you adopt me, kind of thing. Can you adopt me and my child and just, help me get on my feet, kind of thing. That would have been an option, and I'm sure she would have been open to it. That would have been an option. But she's always looking to be a mother to the child. Even with all the other ones she has. Got many, but This dustpan is not the best. The best feeling for me is having a clean kitchen. Oh, you can eat all, but chicken breast is your favorite. Yeah. So expensive. This one right here, I just put in the sink. It was $14.69. How many is in it? This is from Sam's Club. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, this is a big pack. It has a lot in it. Maybe I'll be going to Sam's Club to get my chicken breast. I only need one though. Yeah, I do. I also post on Facebook. I'm all over. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. But I post the same content across, except for Facebook. Facebook, sometimes I post certain things, some pictures and stuff. I don't do that on YouTube. Once in a while I post pictures on YouTube. I post it across social media handles, which is where it's saying come and play because it's so hard for me to manage it all. They help me with managing the likes of Facebook. No, yeah, Facebook. You have your eyes on the comment section. I'm doing well, Precious. Hope you're doing good. They help me with YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Yeah. All I do on Facebook and YouTube is I just post my video and I leave. I don't even know what happens. I just post it and I leave. They do the rest. SEOS and some other stuff. Stuff that I don't know. The tags, all those things. They do all that stuff. But of all the platforms, everyone has its charm. I enjoy YouTube though. I enjoy coming on YouTube. I also enjoy Facebook, the interactions I have on Facebook. Social media, depending on what you take it, it's like interacting with people in real life, right? Oh yeah, that's one thing with YouTube. YouTube doesn't have means like you can reach out to someone, you can send a message. It's the same as it is on Facebook. On YouTube. Winnie and Family Unfiltered. It's the same. You see my family's picture there, which I need to upgrade. I wish YouTube had something like that where you could yeah, Facebook is very fond of banning people and restricting you and doing a whole bunch of stuff. And they don't have Messenger or any of those things where you can chat. People have to send you emails to your whatever emails you list on there. It would be nice if YouTube had something, where you can communicate like an inbox. But I don't think they have an inbox. The platform is just designed the way it is. And I cannot wait to finally get a new washing machine on Friday. I can't wait to finally get one so I can, I'm gonna go to Scratch and Dent. They said they get new inventory on Friday. I found one for $350, brand new one with a warranty on it. But I called and they said that one was sold. They had another one for $475. The taxes was about $5 something. And I asked him if they have any more. I'm always cheap. If I can save money, I'll save money. And then he said they get new inventory on Friday, that more machines and stuff will come in on Friday to come in first thing Friday morning. So I'm going in first thing Friday morning. I've had my fair share of buying used washing machines on Facebook Marketplace, and it hasn't turned out right for me. So I'm saying no more used washing machines on Facebook Marketplace. let's go. Let's go get it. Well, Scratch and Dent is new. It's a brand new machine that they were either shipping it to a store and then had an accident. It scratched and they can't sell it to customer. Or like the refrigerator in my kitchen, it has a little dent on the side. They can't sell it, so they reduced the price. But it's still new, brand new in a box. It comes with warranty. It just has or maybe out of a box, but it's still brand new and it comes with warranty. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna buy that washing machine. And if that one doesn't, well, I'm not gonna say if that one doesn't work because I pray it does. Oops, here, don't wake up me. Even though my sister-in-law said I should try to visit Habitat for Humanity. Yeah. No, it's not Kevin. I was going to I like to give credit to who credit is deserved, it's due. Kevin's not the one buying it. I was going to still buy a used one. I'm not gonna lie, I'm unfiltered. So I'm not gonna lie, Kevin's not the one buying me a new washing machine. My aunt is. I was still going to buy a used one on Facebook for like $100 because I'm always trying to save money. And with me having an international trip coming up, which I can't wait to share every aspect of it with you guys late this year. We're going out of the country. No, it's okay. It's my aunt. She's the one buying it. She said, "Give me $100. Yeah, go buy a new one." Kevin said no to it. Kevin likes to give, but he doesn't know how to receive. So he said, "No, go buy a new one. Don't let her pay for it." I said, "I don't want to buy a new washing machine." He said, "No, don't let her pay for it. Go buy a new one." She said, "No, you're not letting me pay for it. I'm paying for it." So she insisted, but she took my $100 for the used one, and she said she'll buy a new one. So, but I'm going to replace the stove. That's not going to be new. That's gonna be a that's going to be a refurbished one, right? It's gonna be a used one. I'm gonna buy a used stove, and then I need a dishwasher because the one for $10 didn't work. It just didn't work. Like I expected a $10 washing machine to work. I think that guy I paid that guy to haul his trash away. He's supposed to pay to dispose of his trash, but I paid him to haul it away for him. All in my quest of trying to be cheap, but I have to be cheap in order for me to travel. Like you got a penny pinch somewhere. You got a penny pinch somewhere. Save a dime here and there. Sacrifice on egg, and then we'll do it on the this way. started bringing your shoes this way. And I'm told them. What's the best thing? If I can save money, I'll always try to save money. There is nothing so fulfilling than oh no, $5. They'll probably give me like $5 for it. At least I'll make half my money, right? I'll make half my money. But she had a budget of $500, my aunt. Because she watched my video and she saw the one where I said it was like $550. And then I was going to really consider it, but I was going to try to get one on Facebook Marketplace first. And if that didn't work, then I was going to say, okay, let's go get a new one from Lowe's. But she saw that and she said, okay, yeah, it's $500. At your $100, you're going to buy one more used one and buy it. But after I called Scratch and Dent, saw one for $350, and then they said there's another one for $475 with taxes. It was $500. So you know what? You're getting new ones on Friday. He said, yeah, and you probably get another one for $350 on Friday. I decided, why spend the $500 when I can save her $150, right? So I'm gonna wait till Friday, and I'll get one for $350 and not $500. So instead of her paying $500 for it, well, $400, because I'm gonna put $100 towards it for my original used one. Money I was gonna use to buy a used one. So I'm always looking to save money. Even if it's handed to me, like take and go buy a new one. If I have a means to save money, I will save it. It's like, hold on a second. I know it's $1,000, or I know it's $20. You're paying for it, but I can get one for $10. Let's get the one for $10. But the only thing I don't go cheap on is my soda. Oh, okay, Miss Kathy, good night. Appreciate your time always. This phone is not really dirty. I keep up with it during the day. I have the keys on your feet, see? It's not really dirty, just that charger and someone left your slippers. That's all. I'm always on my tiptoe during the day. That's all that is. I'm always on my toes. I don't know who has these slippers. Oh, I think it's Addie. And I've come up with a system where the kids are not allowed to have shoes throughout the house. It stays right there by the doorway. That way the floors staying cleaner longer, because they're not going outside and tracking all that dirt inside. The only people that are allowed to walk around with shoes all throughout the house are the grown-ups. The children, they take their shoes off. Kids take their shoes off, and it has definitely helped. And we're picking up throughout the day. Oops. Sorry, Theo. I'm gonna go to my bed tonight because Kevin has a late morning tomorrow. He's waking up at 8 o'clock. He's going to work late. Oh. Okay, I'm done picking it up. House is clean. The best feeling in the world. I finally emptied out that pack and play, and it looks like a pack and play, except with diapers in it. Then I need to drop off the donation stuff. I finally emptied it up. Making progress. Finally getting some time and setting aside time to get stuff done. Stuff that I originally wouldn't have time to get done. Everywhere is clean, everywhere is swept. Floors are not really dirty like that. They don't need mop. I'll run a mop through it tomorrow. See, the floors don't really need mop. The best feeling in the world. When you have a clean house. Yay! It's so fulfilling. When you have a clean house, the best feeling in the world, and that big pack of chicken. It is so refreshing to wake up to a clean kitchen, clean house. It won't last long because the kids will make it a mess. But then keeping up with it throughout the day, I can sleep mentally okay, knowing that it's nice and clean. Thank you guys for cleaning with me and for chit-chatting with me. The house is clean. And I'm not even sleepy. Oh my God. Just sleeping, so I'm gonna go take a shower. The shower, and then hopefully an hour after that sleep will come. Yeah. Bye Emperor, bye Miss Kathy, and everybody else. appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for your time. My tablecloths are all dirty. I need to invest in more tablecloths. But they're gonna scratch that table for me. I need water. Yep. Found water bottle. So, good night, guys. Take care. Bye. Yeah, good night, Emperor. Good night, everyone. All right, take care.